Hey, welcome! Today we will be talking about Arknights, a brand new mobile game that spawned from the mainland China, probably as a propaganda, to charm young people that lost animal persons such as myself to support their action and eventually conquer all the seven realms. So what is Arknights? Arknights is a game developed by Hypergriff and Studio Montaigne, published in the mainland by Hypergriff themselves and later published by Yostar globally. Arknights, in its core, is a resource management game that, of course, has a lot of resources in it. It does also fall into the category called gacha, where you use the resources to gamble on a good unit. Surprisingly, it has an augmented reality system where you can use real money to buy the resources needed to pull a gacha. More on that later. Story. The game takes place in post-apocalypse China, specifically Rhodes Island, China. A few years after the coronavirus outbreak, the virus transformed people into an animal girls, an animal boys, or an animal boys that look like girls. Of course, after looking at such a horrendous thing, many people panicked, and sometimes later, society collapsed. And so, an organization by the name of Ursus tried to cure the infected by doing a classic treatment called genocide. Many of the infected are not happy about it, so they tried to rebel and cause a riot under the banner of reunion. You play as the Doctor, a doctor of Rhodes Island Pharmaceutical to be precise. You got saved by a bunny girl called Amia, and she told you that you in fact is her significant others, and everyone else significant others in Rhodes Island Pharmaceutical. You, having no recollection of a harem, tries to deny it, but Amia still insists about it. And so you accept that fate. Before you even have a chance to process what the fuck just happened, you suddenly got attacked by the members of the reunion. Amia told you to command the Rhodes Island personnel to fight them, and so you did. Amia told you that your skill in commanding is still as solid as ever. Again, not knowing what the fuck she is saying, you just nod and accept it. When you are still confused about why the fuck a doctor like you have a skill to command an army, the reunion came again and you have to run. That's all I can say about the story because I don't really like spoiling it and I'm too lazy to write a script. Gameplay. Arknights play as a tower defense game. As a tower defense game, you place a unit to deny the enemy unit purpose of entering your virgin your base. The units in this game are in the form of operators of several pharmaceutical companies. You use these operators to fight mainly the reunion. Also, like any other tower defense game, your unit has a deployment cost in form of a deployment points. These deployment points generated each second or if you have a unit that is capable to that unit. The game objective is simply to kill all of the enemy and don't let the enemy go inside your base, marked by the blue area. There are 8 different classes of operators. The Vanguard, a deployment point generator, a Sniper, a DPS and your main anti-air unit, the Medic, a Caster, a Magic Caster, a Guard, Defender, a high defense unit, Supporter, a debuffer, and lastly, Specialist. Simply put, they just do whatever the fuck they want to do. Operators also has a unique passive and skills that you can mix and match to get the best squad possible. There's a lot of operators that you can obtain throughout your time playing the game. A few examples are the one that I already mentioned, the bunny girl Almia, her mentor, and the mentor of most of the operator, Doberman, the beautiful Ansel, and the best unit in the game, Lancet 2. Lancet, you are the light in my darkness. Like I said before, you can obtain operators by doing gacha pull. There are 2 types of gacha pull in this game, the free, long waiting one, and the one that you can use real money on. It's instant, you can pull up to 10 operators each pull, and there are red ups in this one. And remember, red ops is not a lie. The operators you obtain can be leveled up by sliding up cards up their ass and paying money for it. You can also upgrade the skills of your operators by using the resources you get by beating up a level. Operators can also get promoted by using a lot of resources on them, but in exchange making them stronger than before. It also increases their deployment costs, no big deal. The most prominent resource in the game is your sanity. Each level requires a fixed amount of sanity to play, and if you are out of sanity, you can either wait for it to recharge or pay with the premium resources called Originium to go to a psychiatrist and restore your sanity to full. There are two types of level in this game: the story level, which you play along the story of this game, and the farming level, where you farm resources to upgrade your operators so you can play a harder farming level, so you can further upgrade your operators so you can play a harder farming level. The difficulty in this game is, put it simply, balance. You cannot just put a random unit in a random place and expect to win a level. You need to actually use your brain in order to achieve the best formation for that level. And in some level, you need to try more than twice before achieving a victory. But of course, when push comes to shove, you can just make every one of your unit over leveled and win every level. The farming system in this game is also good. When you want to farm for resources, you need to beat the level with a 3-star. That is, killing all the enemy without any of them goes inside your base. And after that, you can do auto battles, which is basically just the bot playing the last level with the exact same formation and the exact same deployment time as you beforehand. But if you promote your operators, you can fuck up the whole auto battles because their cost is increased and therefore the deployment time is delayed and the whole auto battles will fucked up. So you need to be careful with that. Aside from the main game, there is also a base building minigame that has a pretty useful reward. You can make a gold in it, do some illegal transaction, make a dormitory for your employee, and then work them to hell. The music in this game is a banger. I want you guys to listen to it, but I'm afraid of being copy stricken. So instead, enjoy this elevator music with this level. Seriously though, the music in this game is spot on. The main menu music calms your mind, so you actually feels like your sanity is restoring. The battle ambiance is just great. And the SSR jiggle, oh, the SSR jiggle is mesmerizing. In conclusion, I really recommend you to check out Arknights. I mean, look at this. I'm editing the video while I'm playing the game. This game is great. This is a really good tower defense game with a balanced difficulty and a fairly balanced gacha system. It's a bit of a grind fest, but it is a mobile game, so you should have expected that. So go on, go check this game, give it a try. And if you don't like it, our Lord will come at your door and burn you to crisp and proceed to eat you in a grand ballroom with the whole army. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you want to enjoy my future content, go subscribe to me and be disappointed in the future. See ya.